Hello, citizens of the world. Today, let's talk about Loch Ness Monster. I believe this famous beast had been in everyone's mind ever since they saw the picture of a strange long-necked creature across the Loch Ness Lake in Scotland. Many relate this creature to a prehistoric long-necked water monster, as its similarity of having a long neck. Many people always question their existence. However, not many had questioned in any effort to capture them, at least not scientifically, as there are little to no attempt on scientific research of the mystery lake, partially due to financial support of such movement, as well as technology and equipment. Given that in the past, many stories and photos of Loch Ness have been debunked as either fake or man-made. While that being said, what could possibly keep their existence if they are still alive? Would it be a prehistoric dinosaur living inside a water cave that had yet to be explored? Or is it possible their existence caused by toxic or chemical reaction, maybe even experiment? Even though most of the possibilities show very little sign of a real progress, there is still a small chance or possibility that any of the reason could happen. In the meantime, what would be your best guess if it does exist? How would it be treated? How long could it survive after it is discovered by us? Based on our poor record history, it could most likely last for maybe 2 weeks and would most likely extinct, as we do not understand their habitat or their needs, and it would most likely end up as a specimen for scientific research. Many people would ask, is it possible for such creature with that size to exist in today's world? The answer is yes, because we already have creatures that is much bigger in size, such as the sperm whale. So now the question comes, what technology would we be able to utilize in order to look for signs of a Loch Ness monster? A water diving camera that could go very deep, a lure and a bait, or simply just setting up cameras at the side of the lake and hope for the best? Since we know so little about the sea, I doubt many would spend much time to explore entirely on a lake even though it's huge, and many would deem chasing after a story is a myth. So for now, Loch Ness Monster remains safe. But as soon as technology catch up, one day we might just prove and find the signs of a Loch Ness Monster. There is also a less popular theory which cites that Loch Ness Monster is actually a submarine made by special forces back in the day as experiment to be potentially used them in a war to scare off ship, especially enemy fleet that is much smaller or do not have the capability to look underneath the water. And the last theory would be the possibility of their sightings is a sign of their journey. Just like sea turtle, they could potentially be laying eggs in the lake. They could have lived in the sea and found secret small caves to move their way inland into the lake, lay their eggs and heading back out. They may not have surfaced most of the time, as the one that do could potentially had lost in the lake and required a breath of fresh air before diving back to look for the cave. Since it does not happen that frequent, the chance of actually seeing one is low. I just hope that one day when we do find them, we could just watch them at a distance and make sure they stay alive by themselves. Knowing their existence is good enough to quench the curiosity that we have, and I hope that scientists would not pressure to their death in the name of science. Real or not is debatable, but I believe one day we would find a creature that is so huge Their size would prove the existence of such creature. Just like those archaeologists that found dinosaur bones. They did exist. They could have went extinct. And it is possible that they are still alive. In all fairness, I hope scientists would not try to recreate the monsters artificially through science, as their unnatural existence could mean our extinction. I hope everyone stay creative and innovative. See you guys on the next episode. Bye.